let's talk about the one positive thing from yesterday's game. I know some people are going to be like, one positive thing from yesterday's game. There was nothing positive about yesterday's game, but there was. And we'll talk about it in a minute. But like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Like and help the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people face, and subscribe and let me know like channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. We are doing the debrief tomorrow night. I just could not bring myself to talk about Wednesday last night. I just had a very, very chilled night and not doing much, getting things sorted, bag packed, all that kind of stuff. I'll be honest with you, at the moment in time, I'm trying to get as much done as humanly possible and have things ready. And so when it comes to said child coming, I'm ready. So yeah. So let's talk about the negative and then we'll talk about the positive. The worry is that it's 4 more goals that were shit for the 8th time in 9 games in ours have failed to score. We're not defending well. There was a good chance for Anthony Masaba to take a chance and he blew it and they went and got a goal. And there was also a chance for Patterson, same kind of thing, for him to go and have a chance and then they went and got a goal. So we had 2 big chances that caused us to have missed opportunities. Now, these missed opportunities for us keep on happening. And the more it keeps happening, the more it makes it worse. We had the worst attack in the division with 7 goals, 4 fewer than the next lowest, and we've lost more games than anyone else, 12, and the gap to safety is 9 points. That ain't good. I'm in that kind of thing. I will just see what happens at the end of the season. In my head, we're down. In my heart, I expect a miracle. But I don't see it. We need to have one hell of a good transfer window in January. And it's sorted. A lot of this mess what Chanseri's doing by not recruiting stronger in the summer. He could have recruited a lot stronger and got things sorted, but we recruited poorly. There's only been a couple of glimpses of players who I think have come in and have done well. I'd say Bernard, Musaba and Gasserman. I think they're the ones that you can say were really good transfers in. The Dawson being booed. Now, I understand this. I get it. I can't see what it's going to do for him booing him, but I understand it. It was a mistake again, but the defence should have been doing better as well. But the thing is, we're in this situation where, goalkeeping-wise, we are not being able to find a proper, number one kind of thing. I said for a while that I think Dawson's not really a championship number one, probably a League One. But at the moment, you've got Vasquez, who I think is a good shot stopper, but he flaps too much when ball come into the box. Now, here's the thing. We haven't seen Vasquez be played in a Danny Rillo's team yet. He's not had a start yet. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. And here's the other thing. If we're going to start using some youth in the next one, that I'm going to talk about, maybe Pierce Charles gets a run. I don't know. But this is the thing. Danny Rillo said they'll see what happens next to decide the keeper. So they'll see what happens next week and go from there. Now, the one shining thing about yesterday's game, and I think everyone can say this, was Bailey Cadamarteri coming on at halftime. He made so much in a short period of time than most of our strikers have done all season. He worked the keeper. He got into good positions. He had shots. He tried to get the ball and thread it through. He's shown that his pace and speed. He was always dangerous. He was always active in the box. He was being really good about trying to keep onside or trying to have the ball or call for it. And he was being brave. And that's what we like. We want to improve him. We want to develop him. Now, here's the thing for me. We got some other good players in that academy who need to follow Bailey's plan here. If Bailey's managed to get into the first team, so can others. I'm thinking Joey Poof. I'm thinking Sean Fuser. I'm thinking Favon Awunri. I think that's what his name is. There's a lot of players in our academy that can get into this first team. This is the first time I think we've seen an actual path into the academy, from the academy into the first team. Fabio won me a forward, but you know what I mean. The thing is, you're looking at, say, someone like Rio Shipton. Is this his time to possibly come in and start playing well? There's a lot of good academy players who I think if they can see what Bailey's doing, maybe it pushes them on to go, I can get in that. Now, here's the thing. I think Bailey got a new contract for it last season, and I think it was 4 years he got. So it's interesting that I still would probably say you sign him up a bit more to that as well, and say this is something we want to keep. But at the same time, he shows so much promise, and I hope it's a wake-up call for some of the first-team strikers to go, hang on, this young lad's just taking my place. Because here's the thing. Yesterday, we didn't have no Lee Gregory. We don't know why. Michael Smith picked up a knock. Ashley Fletcher played, didn't really do much. Josh Windass came on at half-time and did okay. Deji and Anthony played the first half. Pato were playing second half, and also Pato going to miss the Birmingham game because he picked up too many yellows. Where the hell is Wilkes? At this point, I just turn around and say Wilkes is for sale in the summer, in January, and you just hope someone comes and picks him up because he's not done anything. We haven't heard anything about Wilkes. Wilkes is just not there. For whatever reason, Malik Wilkes cannot get in this squad. And for me, Bailey's taking his place. Bailey is now taking his place 100%. I don't see how Bailey Cadamarteri doesn't not keep coming off the bench now and trying to change things up for us. I think he showed enough. I'll be interested to see if and when Danny decides to start him, because I think we'll get to that point. But one of the big things is we are so poor at the back. Is there going to be something where Liam Palmer starts getting a look at? Because I'm starting to think now you look at that back line and you go, okay, you drop Bambo and you put Awickway there. Awickway, Iorfa, Bernard, and then you have Palmer, Reece James in, or Palmer, Patterson in. One of them, and that's where I would say we go next in it. And that's personally what I think. I think that's what you do. I've seen enough from Bambo this season to be like, there's a mistake in him too often, and he gets lost out of position. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm all for willing to give someone a chance, but I've seen enough from Bambo to go, we picked him up, we paid a fee, and I don't think we've done right here. I think it'll go down as one of those appointments as a player where we go, damn. But when they got 2 weeks now to get on the training pitch and change it all. Pre-season part 2, or part 3 we're at now. Is it? No, part 1, part 2. I think it's part 3. Anyway, it's a pre-season, put it that way. I think it's pre-season part 3. And we have to go all guns blazing. We have to get players back up to speed. We have to start getting players knowing what they're doing, just to give us at least a fighting chance at Christmas that we're not down there. The rumours are that Rotherham are about to sack Matty Taylor, another team we don't want to suddenly have a new manager bounce. The thing is, the more you look at this squad and the more you look at this team, where we are, the more you can't see us getting out of it. There's 90 points, roughly, to play for. But out of those 90 points, I still don't know how many of them we're actually going to get something. I feel sorry for Danny because he's inherited a lot of crap from Sisco and what Chansiri brought in the summer. And they're not his kind of stuff. So, we will see what happens. But, like I said before, back the team, not the regime, and let's see what happens. But I have got that situation where I am very much, something needs to change in this 2 weeks to get on playing for Birmingham.